Hi there, this is Amazing Mario Forever here, and before I start this video, I just wanted to say this disclaimer real quick. I do not claim to own any of the characters being used in this story. All rights to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic characters are owned by Hasbros, except for my OMLP FIMCs, which stands for Original My Little Pony Friendship is Magic characters. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Oh, one more thing. I would like to thank you all for 55 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Okay, that's all I have to say. Gotta go! Chapter 11. Rainbow Rebels versus the King of the Golden Empire. Joelle and Rainbow Dash flew super duper fast, returning from their bite to eat at Sugar Cube Corners. They were flying super duper fast. Okay, where are we going? Asked Rainbow Dash. We are going to the Golden Empire, replied Joelle. I have to fight someone that's part of the evil order. Ooh, who is that? Asked Rainbow Dash curiously. It's a pony. It is an earth pony that's pretending to be king. His name is Spongecake Frost. I've heard that he's hijacked the castle of the Golden Empire, and it's my job to beat him and overthrowing him in the process. Oh, replied Rainbow Dash. That sounds very cool. Well, I'm happy to help you, she said. The two Pegasus ponies started flying faster and faster and faster. After about 15 minutes of flying, they have arrived and saw a golden castle. Whoa, asked Rainbow. Is this the castle? She asked. Yes, replied Joelle. This is the castle. Now let's fly in there. The two Pegasus ponies quickly flew into the castle. There are no drawbridges or anything. Yes, you've heard right. There are no drawbridges. The king is so much of an egotistic pony that he didn't even dare to build doors or drawbridges, making it a lot easier for Joelle and Rainbow Dash to get inside. But the same thing cannot be said about those who are guarding the rooms of that castle. The two Pegasus ponies quickly flew and started walking on the floors of the castle. Whoa. And I thought Celestia's castle was large, said Rainbow Dash. This is not your typical castle, replied Joelle. They continued walking until they ran into some danger. Intruders! Yelled some white earth pony stallions. They were equipped with jousting swords. Uh-oh, trouble, said Joelle. Joelle pulled out his staff and hit every last guard with his staff. Then Joelle ended up in a weapon fight. Their weapons clang together as they fight. Rainbow Dash uses her speed to take out the rest of them, while Joelle is dealing with one of the guards. Each time they try to hit each other with weapons, they block it and end up clanging their weapons together. Rainbow Dash flew from behind the guard that Joelle was fighting and knocked him over. Thanks for having my back, Rainbow, said Joelle. You're welcome, said Rainbow. Then they continued flying and flew to the next room. Then, after a few feet across the rooms, they ran into more danger. There was some lava spilling on the floor. Lava pots. There he is. Uh-oh, lava pots, said Joelle. We're gonna get melted. Who puts a lava pot in a castle? Who does that? Asked Rainbow Dash. Last I checked, there were no lava pots in the castle. My gut tells me that Spongecake Frost set this up so no one would break in, said Joelle. We gotta wait for the right time to get past there. Rainbow Dash agreed. The two Pegasus pony quickly started moving until they were successfully able to get past the pots. When the pots poured, they stopped. When the pots stopped pouring, they go. And then it stopped again, and they stopped. And then they go, and then they stopped going until they made it past there. Then they quickly flew off. Along the way, more jousting ponies were there. Only these ponies were unicorns, and they used the magic from their horns to try to hit both of them with the jousting swords. Whoa! The two Pegasus ponies quickly dodged it and started hitting the jousting ponies. Take that, said Joelle. Yeah. It'll take more than that to deal with the one and only Rainbow Dash, said Rainbow Dash. She was very pleased with herself of taking out these guards with ease. Then they continued flying. Then they continued moving. Hey, I was talking to some of our friends. I told them about your journey. They say that they wish you a good luck. And I even got them to believe you because they think that it's all that you're acting on some fantasy. Joelle lowered his eyelids. Just because I am the coot doesn't mean that everything's imaginary. This is super duper real. Why don't any pony take me seriously? Said Joelle in agitation and frustration. Joelle pouted. It's okay. I take you seriously, and everyone else does too. It's just that normally this would be every coot's wildest fantasy and imagination. This is 100% real, replied Joelle. But I'm gonna ignore that. If they don't believe me, then oh well. We know the truth, and my goal is to save everyone from the Enchantress. Wait, what if they hear you taking out the Enchantress? I bet they'll believe you then, said Rainbow Dash. Oh, I never thought of that. Thank you, Rainbow Dash, said Joelle. You're most welcome, said Rainbow Dash. They continued flying. And then they started to head to a certain area of the castle. We are heading to the throne room, it looks like. We just gotta go a few more miles, and then we're there. We should encounter Spongecake Frost there. Oh, that fool pretending to be a king. I'll give him a little number, bruh. Unless he is a stallion, I am not getting involved in the fight because I am above attacking little coots and fillies. Oh, don't worry, said Joelle. Spongecake Frost is no coot. He is a stallion. Then count me in the fight, said Rainbow Dash. With my help, you'll give him a run for his money. Thank you, Rainbow Dash, said Joelle. The two Pegasus did a hoof pump, and they continued. Rest assured, If you need our help, then we'll always be there for you. The two Pegasuses continue flying until they finally reached the throne room. When they got in the throne room, they have encountered an earth pony. It was a stallion that has a yellow mane, yellow fur, and he's wearing a gold crown and a red and white cape. He looks at the two Pegasus ponies and says, "What is this? Interlopers, begone from this throne room, knave." Joelle said, "I am no more than an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king." Then Rainbow Dash says, "I heard that you stole this castle from somebody. You're no real king. You're a fraud." That yellow stallion happens to be Spongecake Frost. Spongecake Frost replies, "Oh, but you two are mistaken. The enchantress saw me for my fabulously regal self, and all bow before me." Then Joelle replied, "You're not but a decadent dandy, prepared to taste justice. Rainbow justice." "Yeah, what he said," added Rainbow Dash. "Silence!" he yelled. The yellow stallion got in position and he was ready to fight. Then he runs and charges at the two Pegasuses. The two Pegasuses dodge. Then Joelle wields his staff and hit Spongecake Frost with it. Oh! Then Rainbow Dash zoomed at him and hit Spongecake Frost with her left front hoof. Oh! Then Spongecake Frost jumped and then jumped Rainbow Dash. Oh! Rainbow Dash fell on the floor. "You're not going to get away with that," said Joelle as he started spinning his staff. And then he swings it and hits Spongecake Frost. Oh! "I'll make you pay for that," said Rainbow Dash. She zoomed up into the sky and charges at Spongecake and hits him. Oh! Then he weighs up his hoof, and then trumpets started blowing, and then confetti started dropping, and the confetti was apparently hitting the two Pegasuses. Oh! 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 They react. Oh! "It'll take more than that to try to stop me," said Joelle. He flies up in the air and pulls out his staff and then wields it. Spongecake dodges it and his staff hits the floor. Rainbow Dash flew up into the sky with a rainbow blur and then flew down and then hits the king, Spongecake Frost. Oh! "You're not but fools." Then he jumps up super high, and then he jumps on Joelle. Oh! This made Joelle fall, and he drops his staff. "No fair! You're hitting a little coot. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Like me, pick on me. A real king does not hit little coots." "You're not but a coward," said Rainbow Dash. "And here's what I do to cowards that hits little coots." She flies at him quickly and then rapidly hits him with her hoof. Oh! Assaulting a king in his domain should be a death sentence, said Spongecake. Then he jumps up and he tried to jump on Rainbow Dash, but Rainbow Dash quickly zoomed out of the way. Then Joelle got up and he picks up his staff and then he flies up into the air and then he comes down and then he quickly wields his staff and hits Spongecake Frost about 5 times. Rapidly. "Oh," he replied. Then, Rainbow Dash flies up into the sky, starts spinning, and Joelle did the same. Then Rainbow Dash quickly hits him with her hoof. Then Joelle flew down towards him. With one swift blow, he has knocked Spongecake off his hoofs. Oh! Shoo! Oh. You fools. Spongecake has collapsed on the floor. Ugh. Yay! Said Joelle with happiness. We have taken him down, said Rainbow Dash. That'll teach you not to mess with us, gloated Rainbow Dash. Looks like your reign is over, Spongecake Frost, said Joelle. The rightful king is going to eventually come back to reclaim his castle. Now we excuse me, my friend and I are going to go take down some of your buddies. Let's go, Rainbow Dash, said Joelle. I am with you, replied Rainbow Dash. The two Pegasus ponies flew out of the castle quickly, leaving King Spongecake Frost crumbling from defeat. Ooh, those foolish Pegasus. Wow, that was the most epic fight ever, said Rainbow Dash. Yes, that was a nice showdown, replied Joelle. But that was just the battle. The war is still going on. We still got a lot of enemies to fight. And I am happy to help you, she said. So, where to next? We're going to a very dark and eerie place with a lot of monsters and ghosts, answered Joelle. Monsters and ghosts? Psh, I'm not afraid of these things, said Rainbow Dash. She was very, very bold. It'll take something stronger than monsters and ghosts to take me down, she said. She was super duper ready to take on whatever challenge that they may face if they ever go there. Well then, said Joelle, let's fly off. The two Pegasus pony began to fly off super duper fast. They are ready to take on anything that they may face when they make it to the dark and eerie place. These two brave Pegasus started flying on their way. Well, that about wraps up this chapter. If you guys want to see more, stay tuned for the next chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Amazing Mario Forever saying goodbye, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.